All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Slay Network. Yo, I'm like, let me do this now so I can wrap this up and get this vlog out as soon as possible. But baby, I am drained. Like, this is the second time Miami did me like that. Like, Miami done me. I have nothing left to give. Between the heat, the Hennessy, and the soca, I am drained. I don't, look, I'm not even on front. I don't know if this is eyeliner or sleep deprivation at this point. I look a hot ass mess, but I'm like, let me go ahead and finish out this vlog. So, quick rundown. Bam. Okay, so we got there Friday, and I think Rakaya, my girl Rakaya landed at, she landed at 10 and I landed at 12. Oh, hold on. Okay. So she landed at 10, I landed at 12. Wow, I really like I got a black eye. No, I swear y'all, ain't nobody beat me up. It's eyeliner, I think, I hope. Anyway, I landed at 12. We went and picked up the rental. There was a whole mishap. I thought we were picking it up from Fort Lauderdale. We came in through Fort Lauderdale. So I thought we were picking it up from Fort Lauderdale, but it was a place that was like 20 minutes from Fort Lauderdale. So we got the rental, checked into our hotel. What else did we do? We went and got some food from Joy's. I'm not even going, whatever. We got some food from Joy's Roti. And we had roti. I had a doubles. And yeah, I think that was it. We had a couple drinks. And then I had a headache after that, so I wasn't really trying to go super hard that night. The first fit started at 3. It was like 3 to 9. I think we got there. Till we get to that fit. The first fit was shit. Y'all give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. So the first fet was ductwork. It was at a spot called America's Backyard in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, that one was in Fort Lauderdale, I believe. I'm told that that's where they kind of have all the flag fets and stuff like that. So a lot of people are familiar with it. It was my first time there, but it was a really nice setup, really nice scene. And it kind of set the tone for the weekend. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be cool. It was a nice turnout. They had food. The drinks were good. The music was good. The DJs and they had a really good DJ lineup. So that was dope. Then we ended up going to a Shine event. We went to, look, I got to look at my bands. I still got my bands. I look at my bands, see where we went. We went to Silent Glow, which was Rigo Suave's silent party. Shout out to him. DJ Rigo Suave. They had the Silent Glow. That was my first silent party too. I always wanted to go, but I always thought it was kind of pointless, but it was really nice. It wasn't so silent. It was loud as hell in there. And it's kind of funny, like when you take off your headphones and everybody kind of sounds slow. It's funny. I like it. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. There was a surprising amount of dance hall and reggae played at these fets. Considering that it was a soca weekend, but you didn't mind it because it was like they did it. They usually kicked off the fed with soca and reggae. With reggae and dance hall, and then they switched over at some point to soca. So it was nice. I noticed that was like a common theme with all the feds. So yeah, that was cool. That was over. That was over late. I don't even remember exactly what time it was over. I want to say it was over like 3 or 4. But we dragged our asses back to the hotel at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So Saturday, Breaking Dawn was the event for Saturday morning. That was from like 9 to 2. That was at a nice little brunch spot. It was a brunch party, or breakfast fat one, whatever you want to consider. But it was at a decent little bar. I want to say like not a rooftop, but it was a nice little bar. And the vibe was really nice. It was kind of like a vibe. Like everybody was just vibing. It wasn't too hype, but it wasn't like too dull. We had a hookah set up. The drinks were good. Only thing was with that, first of all, none of these fests were inclusive. So we had to purchase food. They had bacon saltfish, bacon shark, and some other stuff. And we ended up standing in line for an hour to get food. To me, especially when you have a breakfast fed, brunch fed, when typically people have not eaten since the night before and there's been a lot of drinking and stuff, that's kind of unacceptable to me. Like, going forward, I don't want to call anybody out, but going forward, when y'all have these breakfast feds and these brunch feds, y'all need to keep in mind that people have not eaten, and it should never take, especially if y'all are staffed, it should never take an hour plus to get bacon saltfish. Like, bacon saltfish. This isn't like a whole spread or nothing. We're talking about bacon saltfish. It should never take that long. But yeah, aside from that, it was dope. The next fet was Big Fat Fish, all white. That was really cool. That was really, really nice. They had that at the stadium. I forgot what it's called. There's a stadium in Miami. It's one of the stadiums in Miami. They had it at, so that was cool. I want to say it was in the art district? I don't know. Don't give me a line. Look. Because at this point, the lighting. Anyway, so Big Fat Fish all white. That was pretty dope. I had a wardrobe malfunction. I had brought this really cute shirt, which reminds me, did I put that back in my bag? I bought this really cute Rihanna shirt, and it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. So I ended up having to change my outfit at the last minute. We got there kind of late. But I think all the fests were kind of late. Like, they started later and ended up finishing later. So, yeah, we got there. And the DJs were cool. It was another one of those vibesy type situations. It took entirely too long to get drinks. That was some bullshit. But yeah, so we ended up backstage. We got to see Lyrical perform. I got a speech impediment today. It's all kind of shit going on. Y'all gotta excuse me. We got to see him perform. That was really dope. Love Lyrical. I would watch him every time he performs. He's just one of those high energy performers and everything. And he's fine as hell. But, so there was that. Let's see, what was after that? Oh, the next morning, Sunday morning, was Juve morning. Honestly, I haven't been right since Juve. I think I still have paint in unmentionable places, hard to reach places. But yeah, Juve was a vibe. Juve was so lit. Shout out to Red Ants Juve. You really can't go wrong with Red Ants Miami. I played Juve with them for Miami Carnival back in 2018. Ever since then, they've been like top tier to me. Like, I won't say unmatched, but they're like top tier. They're like my top 3 bands to play Juve with. They're my top 3 Juve bands for sure. Yeah, that was fun. I think that one went on later than it was supposed to also. Yeah, plenty of paint. They didn't run out of paint. They didn't run out of drinks. They had a lot of porta potties or whatever. That was cool. Yeah, it was just a really good set. It was a really good scene. Everybody, no mishaps, no mistakes. Plenty of water. Look, this is one thing you need to know about me and Juve. First of all, I'm a Juve girl all day long. I love my pretty mess. I love to get dressed and everything, but I am a stink and dirty Juve girl all day long. So Juve is a big deal to me. So for me, it's like a bad Juve will make me not mess with you altogether as a band, as an organization. You mess up Juve, you mess up with me. So this Juve had water, plenty water. Like, the water truck did not turn off, did not go away. until it started raining. Like the water truck was like, okay, it's raining now. I guess we can go on about our business. But they were out there. It was so good. Everybody was happy, smiling. Drinks were flowing. Everybody was dancing. That's so important to me. I hate to go anywhere, any fete where people are not dancing. People are just standing around, being stush, watching other people, studying other people. Like, yeah, so it's important to me, especially when it's a Juve, that people are dancing, interacting, happy, taking in the moment, enjoying each other's company, even if it's strangers, enjoying others. Like that shit is a big deal to me. So shout out to Red Ants again for that, for providing that space. Because this is my first Juve since 2019. So y'all know I've been hurting. I've been broken. But yeah, this is my return to Juve, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. It was so good. Only thing that was missing was, of course, the road. But I think it'll be a while before we see that in Miami again. The big truck on the road and everything. But yeah, I'm full. My heart is full for the time being. Definitely will be looking out for them for Miami Carnival 2022. That would be 2021. Okay, October 2021, because it was just announced. For those who don't know, Miami Carnival is a go. Miami Carnival is a thing. So a lot of the fetes that you saw this weekend for Memorial Day, you will see part 2 for Miami Carnival. So looking forward to that. Yeah. So after, sorry, y'all. There's a lot going on. Shout out to Live Love Soca for my Naja flag Live Love Soca shirt. I'll drop the link for that below. But yeah, back to it. So Sunday night after Juve was Rise and Toast. That was a fete at where was the spot at? It was a nice little spot. Another like kind of brunch vibe. Yeah, Rise and Toast was a brunch fete. And that was the first night we were at this spot. We ended up being at the spot 2 days in a row because they moved the location to one of the fetes. But the first night was cool. It was a lot of eye candy. It was some of these fetes in particular had some real eye candy. Like they was out there. Like I'm like, okay. I saw a few things myself, but yeah. So that was more of a vibe. Actually, that was the one DJ Private Ryan and Major Penny out of Trinidad. They were on the bill to perform virtually. So I had actually forgotten about this. I forgot that I read that, okay, they were going to be there. They were going to perform virtually. Or maybe I just didn't take it serious. So then they announced DJ Private Ryan and Major Penny. And they were like, they're performing virtually. So they pulled them up on the screen. And I'm laughing like they couldn't be here. Obviously, Trinidad is going through their whole thing. They're still kind of on lockdown and everything. But I'm like, okay, I really didn't have to do this. For me, if it's virtual, it don't count. But baby, when I tell you, that was the best virtual performance I had ever witnessed. Like, I was talking to one of the girls that we were with, and we were like, that did not seem like a virtual performance. You could not tell us that they weren't there, like that they weren't there performing live in person. It was so good. It was better than a lot of the live in person DJ sets that I've seen, just in general. And I think that speaks to DJ Private Ryan's artistry. And we already know Major Penny is that dude, like, he's the man. But it really speaks to their dedication to soca as an art form, to make us really feel their presence and feel like we were in that environment. It was so good. It was so good. The music was so good for Rise and Toast. So shout out to them for that. Okay, so after Rise and Toast, we didn't really do too much. We rode around, got food. all that kind of stuff, the usual post-fet antics. But yeah, so the next morning, Memorial Day, Monday morning, we had meds. Meds was Monday morning, and so we were supposed to go to Meds, Sands, which was actually like a dance hall party. That was all the way in, where was that? Oh, that was at the regional park, Miramar Regional Park. So that was in Miramar, and we were supposed to do that. And so Meds was in Miami again at that same place that we were at the night before, and then Sands was in Miramar Regional Park, and then we were supposed to go to Bacchanal Backyard, which was supposed to be Bacchanal Beach. We peeped y'all did that, fam. Y'all not slick, but it's cool. Y'all get a pass this time. But we were supposed to come all the way back over to Fort Lauderdale, back to the America's Backyard where the first fet was, where ductwork was. So from Miramar to Fort Lauderdale, we were supposed to come all the way back. We ended up being mad stupid late for everything. Not gonna blame nobody. She know who she is. But so we went to Meds first. I cannot say enough about Meds because Meds is just one of those guaranteed things. Like, you have Meds Miami, Meds Barbados, Meds Jamaica, and across the board, you just can't go wrong with Meds. So we did Meds in the morning, and the footage speaks for itself. Like, it was so good. It wasn't supposed to be another one of those breakfast fat things. And when I say it was everything but, like, people came in, everybody was chilling. We sat, it was, first of all, it was so hot. And I think this actually worked out. This actually, like, aided in the event. So it was so hot. Everybody was like dripping with sweat. I was sitting with my back towards the sun, and I'm just dripping or whatever. Because at this point, I've already gotten a tan and everything. You know, I'm a chocolate girl. I love my tan. I hate to be sitting up here cold in Chicago and be pale as hell. I hate it. But I was really like burnt at this point. And I have a heat rash. I always get this heat rash on my neck. So I'm like, okay, I kind of need to like stay away from the sun. But it was so hot, there was really nothing you could do. So we kind of made a seat on the edge of the pool. And so as people started coming in, one by one, I kicked my feet. There was a girl in the pool already. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to just kick my feet in the pool. Forget it. I took off my sandals. I swung around. I had on this mini skirt. So I swung around, put my feet in the pool or whatever. So I'm like, okay, this should keep me cool for a while. I looked up. After a little while, everybody was there. And next thing I know, it's a pool full of people. And everybody's like splashing around and vibing and all this other stuff and dancing. And it was so good. Meds was the best like fet of the weekend for me. I know that you had Shine events and all that other stuff, and I heard that the Shine events were really good. Slice and Shine de la Creme were really good. But as far as fame goes, Meds was it. Meds was the one. Shout out to the team at Meds events. Yeah, Meds was a vibe. Especially when everybody got in the pool and was just splashing around. And like, I broke 2 nails and Meds. Newbie, I'm so sorry. I'm coming next week. I'm so sorry. I know you just did this set, but I lost 2 nails at Meds in the pool. But yeah, it was worth it. It was so good. We had so much fun. I had on a dress. Like I said, I didn't even wear a swimsuit. I think originally I had planned to wear a swimsuit in the cover-up situation, but I was going through clothes, like, because I think every time we went to an event, we would come home, change, shower change, and everything. So I ran through so many clothes, and I didn't wear, like, anything that I was supposed to wear when I was supposed to wear it. So at this point, it was just, like, what was left. So I ended up wearing this little baby doll bodycon dress, and that quickly turned into a swimsuit. I was in the pool with a whole ass mini dress on. Did not care. Would do it again. It was so lit. It was so lit. I love Meds. Shout out to Meds. If you ever go to Carnival or go to one of these soca weekends and you see Meds is on the bill, make sure you fit that into your schedule. Get that ticket ASAP because yeah, it's a vibe. So finally, we made it to Sands super late. And at this point, okay, so Bacchanal Backyard, which I told y'all was supposed to be back Bacchanal Beach, and it's supposed to be Monday wear. For those who don't know what Monday wear is, it's kind of like Carnival sometimes has a Carnival Monday and Carnival Tuesday if there's 2 days. So Monday is usually Monday wear, whereas Tuesday is the costume. Monday wear is something like a swimsuit or one piece or something that's just like bedazzled, like a swimsuit or something, bodysuit or something that's bedazzled or whatever, body wear and stuff like that, whereas Tuesday is for the actual full costume and everything. So Bacchanal Backyard was kind of the same situation, but it was just at the bar thing, because I guess they couldn't do it on the beach. There's still, you know, COVID protocols and everything, so they're not allowed to do a lot in the roads or on the beaches and stuff. So yeah, we did. There was Bacchanal Backyard that was, and they messed up because they changed the timings for some events at the last minute. So Sands was changed from 2 to 8, and time was strictly enforced. So that means they had to end at 8 on the dot, no questions. So we got to Sands at like 7:20, literally. Then you had to find parking. Then you had to trek up this freaking molehill. And that was like a 20-minute walk to the stage. And so I guess I had my heart set on Bacchanal Backyard. So I'm like, nothing's gonna make me miss Bacchanal Backyard. Y'all want to do Sands, more power to y'all. I'm going to Bacchanal. So I ended up taking them. We got to Sands. I'm like, nah, I'm finna head back to Bacchanal. They're like, okay, we'll meet you. So then I get a call. I was like 5 minutes from Bacchanal, and they said, oh, we're leaving Sands. So we literally missed all of Sands. That was the one thing that had to be like on time. Everything else was late and running behind schedule, but Sands had to be on time. Whatever. So I get to Bacchanal Backyard, and my girls, Sassy and her friend Latrice, my new friend Latrice, we were all there in our body wear and in our Monday wear, sorry. The music was really, really good. The drinks were good. Everybody looked great. Everybody had on that Monday wear, and it was really just like that carnival vibe that I've been missing for almost 2 years now. And sorry, my voice is going out. Y'all, this weekend. So, yeah, it really gave me that sense of carnival that I've been missing for the last 2 years almost. And Kerwin Dubois performed. His performance was kind of short, but the Fed itself ended at 9 o'clock. Well, it was supposed to end at 9 o'clock. Of course, it ended up going to 10, but yeah, it was really lit. Everybody was kind of dancing. There wasn't, I don't know if everybody was just kind of tired from all the other events, but there wasn't as much dancing or activity as there was the days before. But yeah, everybody still had a really good time, and everybody looked really, really good. And yeah, so at that point I was done. I couldn't handle no more. There were after parties and everything was headed. Everybody was headed to after parties and everything. I'm like, look, I gotta go back to this hotel, clean up this hotel, clean out this. We had some mishaps and everything. So like, we ended up having to buff out a car and everything. But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go home, clean out this car, clean up this hotel room, shower, and put myself out there. This is the first time in a long time I felt like I was ready to go home. Like, I guess because I was just so burnt out. And after the sun beating on me for 4 days, I look a hot ass mess. I got the whole raccoon vibes going on, and I'm like, it's just time for me to take my ass home. Maybe have a spa day, quarantine for 2 weeks, and just, you know, try to get my shit together. So yeah, I turned in early. A few of my people stayed out a little bit later, but yeah, I was done. So the next morning, I woke up. Our flight was at 7, so I wanted to make it a point to go out, drop off the car. On my way to drop off the car, I stopped by the ocean, gave thanks to the ancestors and dropped off our offering and everything. And then headed to the airport. By that time, we got to the airport like 5:50. Flight was at 7. I was cutting it kind of close because I actually had to check a bag where Kaya didn't. She did pull one of my moves. You know, normally I'm carry-on Kathy, but lately I've been checking bags because flight's been so cheap. It's like, why not just check a bag? So I've gotten into the habit of checking bags, but I need to go back to not checking bags because it's adding on time that I just don't have. But yeah, so I ended up making it through TSA and everything. My flight, I made it at 6:30 and my flight actually started boarding at 6:30. So yeah, flight was terrible. My flight there and coming back was terrible just because it's a 2.5 hour flight from Chicago to Fort Lauderdale. And for some reason, it just seemed like the longest flight ever. Like I took like 3 naps on each way, and I just couldn't stay asleep. I just couldn't deal. I couldn't function. So I ended up being really jet lagged this trip, which is not normal for me because I normally only get jet lag on like extended flights, like to London and shit like that. So that's common, but a domestic flight, I never really get jet lag. But I was super jet lagged. I look horrible. And I'm just gonna, you know, take a couple days to try and give my life back to God. I don't know. I'm gonna do something. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. I will be keeping you guys in tune with my travels as they pick up. I am going to be traveling more often, and as I told you guys before, I have a move coming up, so I will begin documenting that after I make my announcement of where I will be moving officially. And yeah, so y'all stay tuned to that. Like this video, comment below, let me know what you think, share. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 followers by my birthday, June 30th. So if you want to give me a birthday present, hit that subscribe button. Let me get my subscribers up, y'all. I'm trying to do this thing. Don't y'all want to know what's going on in these streets? All right, cool. So y'all just handle up on that subscribe button. I'm gonna go drink some tea or something. I don't know. Do a detox. Yeah, I'm gonna do a detox this week because that was a lot of Hennessy. Anyway. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah, you forget the big life. Say money they a bucket for the big life. Come let me fill the socket with the big light. Yeah, I me bruise, cause you tight.